Hey, thanks for watching. Welcome back. So I tried to go live a little bit ago, and I was trying to figure out how to get the audio. I'm having a lot of audio difficulties because we're rearranging a lot of things. Trying to figure out how to get... Sorry, just making sure my audio is working. Rearranging a lot of things, trying to get our phone line set up. So we're not quite there yet, so bear with us. Soon you'll be able to call in and talk to us live on air. Sounds like my audio is still pretty quiet. Try to fix this real quick. Hopefully that's better. You're watching us right here, Funk Shop TV on Twitch/Funk Shop TV. You can also check out all the past episodes on YouTube. Same name, youtube.com/Funk Shop TV. Sorry if you're getting some echo. I'm checking the audio on my phone to make sure it's working. So the Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly, they're going at each other, beefing. Call it what you want. And there's a lot of people talking about it as if Eminem's too old to be taking shots, as if he's too old to be involved in beef. Check this out, man. I've been in the hip-hop industry for a long time. I worked for Interscope and Shady for a while. Met Eminem, hung out with him. Haven't met MGK, but here is my take. I think beef, like rappers going at each other, has been going on since the dawn of hip-hop. That's a lot of how hip-hop started. Hip-hop, for those of you that don't know, started with a DJ playing jazz beats and funk beats and soul beats and break beats and blues, mixing beats together, and an MC would pick up the mic to motivate the crowd, hype the crowd up. That turned into an MC rhyming over the beats, and that's where we have rap as we know it today. Rap is just one element of hip-hop. It's just one piece. Hip-hop is a pie, and there's a whole bunch of little pieces to the pie that make up the hip-hop masterpiece and the culture as we know it today. Sadly, in America, it's become all about rap, and the rest of the pie has kind of been forgotten about as far as the mainstream or the majority of people that call themselves hip-hop fans or hip-hop artists have forgotten about the whole pie. They don't pay attention to the breaking, the DJ. Without a DJ, you wouldn't have a beat. Now, a lot of MC battles are doing it without a beat. So to me, that's spoken word. It's poetry. There was an episode we covered on season 2 of Funk Shop TV. You can watch on YouTube. That was all about, the battle rappers and how that's evolved. The DJ seems to be kind of pushed to the side, although there are some DJs that will remain relevant. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Relevance, as far as Eminem is concerned, he was a vet before Dr. Dre even picked him up. He was a lyrical champion. That's kind of how Dr. Dre discovered him. Granted, he wouldn't be who he is today without Dr. Dre molding him and helping him build Shady as it is. Slaughterhouse was a spinoff of Shady. Slaughterhouse seems now defunct. That kind of... It's hard, man. It's a lot harder now than it was 10, 15 years ago because people don't buy CDs anymore. Y'all download stuff for free off the internet. So it's almost not worth it for a rapper to put out an album because it costs so much money to put into the studio, so much money to package a product, so much money to advertise a product, and then make sure it's on store shelves for people to go and download the album for free. It's kind of senseless. But onto the beef. Eminem went at when he put out Kamikaze, he called out a whole lot of people. That's what he does. That's what he's always done. A lot of people say he's struggling. Rap is dead. Rap's not dead, but it's on life support. I'm not going to argue with that, Bobby, at all. I've been a hip-hop... I've been a DJ for a long time. For a long time in my DJ career, I focused solely on hip-hop. I worked in the major hip-hop music industry for a long time. Yeah, the Mariners' postseason hope is dead, but I'm still a fan. So hate all you want, Maddie. I don't care. I'm a Seahawks fan, too. Deal with it. I'm in Vancouver, Washington. I'm in the Northwest, and I'm in a rep. So y'all can talk all the trash you want. I'm used to it, believe me. So Eminem put out Kamikaze. I personally thought the album was fantastic. I thought it was... The Bears. Yeah, y'all got us. Y'all got us last night. Big deal. Seattle, that pick was dope. That was the defense that Seattle should be having 100% of the time while they're on field. Seattle needs to get their shit together. There's a lot of things going on that we don't see that's creating a lot of havoc and strife in the locker room. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We talk about that all the time on Funk Shop TV. So I was specifically asked my opinion on the MGK versus Eminem beef. When Kamikaze came out, Eminem puts out albums and disses people on albums because he knows it's going to create a vibe. He's going to create a buzz. So basically, by putting a few things in his lyrics, he's not going to have to spend as much money promoting the album because it's going to make people talk about it. And look what happened. If you scroll down your Facebook wall and you have any hip-hop fans or anybody that listens to hip-hop or rap music, Maddie, that's for another day. We'll talk about that on Sunday's episode. If Eminem wanted to make millions of dollars off an album, he would probably have to spend $1.1 million to make $1 million because of the way the state of the music industry is today, because of the way people download free CDs. So instead of putting a whole bunch of money into promotion, he knows if he can mention a few things here and there, kind of stir the pot a little bit, everybody's going to talk about it. There was a fight in the Seahawks locker room last week before the game. And that's all I can say about that. Supposedly the beef is over and they were just boys being boys and had to get some shit off their chests. I heard it was a lot more than that, and some of the players aren't talking to other players now because of it. It is what it is. So, on to Kamikaze. I don't know if you've heard it. I'd like to know your opinion. Go ahead and think the Seahawks will pick up MGK in the free agency. Looks like they need a quarterback. Ha ha. Russell is still a fantastic quarterback. I don't care what anybody says. If you can get an offensive line and an offensive coordinator, if he had the right chemistry, he'd still be a fantastic quarterback. I do believe, personally, that he needs to stay out of commercials and he needs to stop worrying about what's going on off the field during football season. When it's not football season, when it's not training camp, he can do whatever he wants. But right now, he's hurting. Yes, Sean, thank you. Eminem is the greatest of all time. I'm not going to say the greatest because I have a top 5, top 10, but he is absolutely up there. He was one of the best lyricists before Dr. Dre even touched him. That's why Dr. Dre touched him. Dr. Dre took gold and he turned it into platinum. Kamikaze, to me, was an absolutely fantastic album. I was kind of iffy on, is M putting this out just because people are saying he's irrelevant, just because people are saying he's getting old and he fell off. Anybody that says old, like MGK, using Eminem's age as a diss is stupid. Because if you can't get into your mid-40s and still put out a rap album and still become the talk of the town in the hip-hop community, you are still doing something absolutely correct, number one. And number two, he can still out-chop anybody. Lyrically, he can destroy anybody. 95% of it, yeah. I absolutely agree. There's a few things that I think were rushed production-wise, but lyrically, it's exactly what anybody should expect from an Eminem album times 10. MGK, on the other hand, what has he done recently? Nothing. He gets on stage and performs in Orlando, and he gets everybody to chant "fuck Eminem," and everybody's booing Eminem. Well, they paid a lot of money to go see MGK in Orlando, so obviously they are MGK fans. So people are using that on the internet to say, oh, MGK's taken over the fan base. No. Globally, a lot of countries still don't know who MGK is, and Eminem is still a household name. Do I think the Seahawks will make the playoffs? No, I don't. No, it does not matter how old you are anymore. I'm going to be rocking turntables when I'm 80, and I'm still going to be winning competitions rocking turntables when I'm 80. It doesn't matter how old you are. Seahawks will not make the playoffs because their offensive line can't get their shit together. They're fighting in the locker room, and their defense does not have the coordination and chemistry that they used to. They're hurting. You know, I'm not going to say I don't like MGK. But as far as MGK trying to come back at Eminem, that's like a chihuahua trying to fight a pit bull. It's stupid. It is bringing back a cool element of hip-hop that a lot of people have forgotten about. There's been beefs throughout the dawn of time in hip-hop, and it'd take me all night to sit here and talk about them. But M says on Not Alike on Kamikaze, if you want to come at me with a submachine gun, and I'm talking to you, but you already know who the fuck you are, Kelly, I don't use sublims and sure as fuck don't sneak diss, but keep commenting on my daughter Haley. The reason you said that is because Machine Gun Kelly made a comment on his last album that he thought Haley was hot. Eminem's being a protective dad. If you have a daughter, you can't get mad at him for that. Sean, you can come over. You know where I live. Come on over. And we can also we can go live again later and talk about it. I was having some audio issues because I wanted to pull up the songs and the interview with Sway and Eminem so we could talk about it while it was playing, but I could not get the audio in the headphones if I plug the headphones in, it cuts out the audio from the web browser in Streamlabs. Yes, Haley was 16 at the time of comment, which in Washington State, apparently that's legal, but in a lot of states it's not. Whether or not, if she was 16, if she was 14, if she was 18, if she was 21, Eminem still had a right to come back and defend her. Period. That's her father. So you can't get mad at him for that. Maddie, you can tune in Sunday. We will talk about football on Sunday. This specific podcast is all about Eminem and MGK beef. Talking about podcasts, you got to watch some JRE. I can't say I'm familiar with JRE. What is JRE? So after M said, but keep commenting on my daughter Haley, Machine Gun Kelly decided to put out a track, Rap Devil. Rap Devil I thought was a good song, but it was not a good song if it's a diss to Eminem. Maddie, we going way late on Sunday night after church, bro. Oh yeah, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's dope. I'm not going to try to say I'm better than Joe Rogan. I will never try to say that. We're just trying to get our shit together, and this is like our 3rd and 4th season, and we have had thousands of viewers on our podcast, so it's not like we're rookies. Yeah, Joe Rogan Experience is dope. I have a lot of respect for him. I want to get to that level someday. So if I wasn't here talking to you, making some progress and learning how this stuff works, because I'm on Streamlabs and learning how Streamlabs work, I wouldn't be getting anywhere. So that's what I'm doing. Practice makes perfect, right? Back to it. A few days after Eminem dropped Kamikaze, Machine Gun Kelly responded with his own track, Rap Devil. I liked Rap Devil, but Rap Devil was a horrible diss track, as far as I'm concerned. If you're going at one of the greatest of all times, you need to put on the leaded gloves and not just the practice gloves. So Machine Gun Kelly said, mad about something I said in 2012, took you 6 years and a surprise album just to come with a diss. Homie, we get it. We know that you're the greatest rapper alive. Fucking dweeb. All you do is read the dictionary and stay inside. He admitted in his own diss that Eminem is the greatest rapper alive. So how is that a diss? Or are you jacking him off? Like, how is that a diss track? First of all. Second of all you do is read the dictionary and stay inside? Who cares? Rappers, real lyricists aren't supposed to be packing guns and dealing drugs anyways. That's not what hip-hop's about. It's about knowing your opponent, lyrically saying what's on your mind, and being able to twist it in a way that people want to listen. If we were using 1-syllable and 2-syllable words all the time, nobody would want to listen. Look at our current administration in the White House. They use such small words that literate America laughs at them every time they speak. I don't think the diss is just a promotional tool, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. Song that I'm reading these from Esquire, so these are also somebody else's opinions, but it says it's a song that's filled with high school level insults about Eminem's beard and hats, like this one, which sounded like something you'd think up on the playground. For example, you ain't as tall as me, 5'8" and I'm 6'4". 7 punches will hold your head still. Last time you saw 8 Mile was at home on a treadmill. You were named after a candy. I was named after a gangster. You named yourself. I can name myself Scarface, and I'm going to go by Scarface from now on. That doesn't make me tougher than anybody else. It doesn't make me harder than anybody else. It does not make any sense. I really wish I could play them for you, but it's going to be blanked out anyways if I do. So my take, and now I'm on Billboard, so I'll just go ahead and read this article. No, actually I won't. It's really long. No, it's not that long. So this is written by Michael Saponara on September 13th in Billboard. During the second installment of Eminem's sit-down with Sway surrounding Kamikaze, Shady finally addresses why he chose to diss Joe Budden, his plans to respond to Machine Gun Kelly's Rap Devil, and what led to Slaughterhouse's demise through Wednesday night's Candid Conversation. If you haven't seen it, go on YouTube and look up the Sway and Eminem interview. I tried to play it live earlier on here, but I was having some audio issues. I can do it now, but it's just I don't want it to get blanked out. The Detroit native admits he isn't great friends with his former Slaughterhouse running mate, but doesn't understand why Budden would criticize him so heavily on Revival when he's tried to help him along in his own career. Me and Joe Budden aren't, we're not friends like that. We didn't go to the same fucking high school. You know what I'm saying? I get that part, Eminem explains, but when I'm out here flying around to different places and doing interviews and trying to use my platform to pump up Slaughterhouse every chance I get, and you're using your platform to try to trash me. Host Sway Calloway continued to press Eminem about his shots at Budden for his alleged domestic violence charges that were eventually dropped. It was a tap. It was also saying that his alleged domestic abuse things or whatever, which I'm not going to get into, he concedes. But I feel the reason I had to do this was because, like I said, there's a fine line between saying, you know what, this guy's been really cool with me, so I'm not going to go in on Untouchable like that. Next, the 45-year-old answers Budden's assumptions that Eminem was pocketing the money made from the now-defunct Slaughterhouse's debut, Welcome to Our House. The album didn't do much to even recoup the first budget. Then we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on a second album that never came out, he says. What money didn't you get? I don't know if I made a fucking dime off of Slaughterhouse. I don't care if I made nothing. I believed in them. Eminem eventually got to the MGK scathing Rap Devil diss track, which he deemed to be not bad for him. You know you go down a fucking wormhole of YouTube, so I see Machine Gun Kelly talks about Eminem's daughter. So I'm like, what the fuck? Then he starts doing a press run about Haley. He remembers. I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, my man better chill. So that's not why I dissed him. The reason I dissed him is actually a lot more prettier than that. A lot more petty than that. Excuse me. It looks as if the Stan rapper will eventually answer Kelly in some capacity soon, which we all know he has done. Now I'm in this fucking weird thing because I'm like, I gotta answer this motherfucker. And every time I do that, it makes that person as irrelevant as people say I am in hip-hop. I make them bigger by getting into this thing where I'm like, I want to destroy him, but I also don't want to make him any bigger. M explains. Because now you're a fucking enemy. I'll leave it at that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do at this point now. Well, now we know what he did. Let's see if I can actually find the lyrics. As far as I'm concerned, he destroyed him. The kill shot. Yes, Eminem had 5 platinum albums before MGK was even old enough to buy a bottle of beer. So Eminem's just again, to me, it's like a chihuahua going at a pit bull. It's a bad idea. Eminem's gonna tear him up. Eminem will always tear him up. I'm trying to find the lyrics to Kill Shot. I know somebody had to have posted them by now. But it's... Oh, they're posted on Hip Hop DX. hiphopdx.com. And it was cute. Machine Gun Kelly in that concert in Orlando, he actually wore the logo that Eminem put on Kill Shot, the graphic logo. It was on Machine Gun Kelly's t-shirt on stage in Orlando. So, I mean, you're trying to diss a dude, but then you say that he's the greatest of all times. And then you go back to trying to diss the dude, and then you go to wearing his album art on your t-shirt. Machine Gun Kelly, you're like digging your own grave here, dude. Rest in peace. He called MGK Stan. If you don't know what Eminem Stan is, you're probably real young. Look it up. Stan, to me, is one of the best Eminem songs ever. Eminem in Kill Shot says, Rihanna just hit me on a text. Last night I left hickeys on her neck. Wait, you just dissed me? I'm perplexed. Insult me in a line? Compliment me on the next. Damn, I'm really sorry you want me to have a heart attack. Was watching 8 Mile on my Nordic track. Realized I forgot to call you back. Here's the autograph for your daughter. I wrote it on a starter cap. Stan, son. Listen, mad. Dad isn't mad. Listen, man. Dad isn't mad. But how you going to name yourself after a damn gun and have a man bun? The giants woke, eyes open undeniable. Supply and smoke got the fire stoked. Say you got me in a scope, but you grazed me. I say one called the Interscope, and you're Swayze. Which is true. Eminem does have, I worked for Interscope, I've witnessed it. Eminem has the power to make a phone call and say, drop this motherfucker, and they're going to drop the motherfucker on their head. To this day. I don't care what happens. To this day. Somebody might try to go to bat for him and say, well, we can't do this because he's selling here and he's selling there. You know what Eminem's answer is going to be? Fine. I'm going to put out another album if you drop this. Game over. Your reply got the crowd yelling woo, so before you die, let's see who can out-petty who. With your corny lines, Slim, you're old. Ow, Kelly, ooh. But I'm 45 and I'm still outselling you. By 29, I had 3 albums that had blew. Now let's talk about something I don't really do. Go in someone's daughter's mouth stealing food, but you're a fucking molehill. Now I'm gonna make a mountain out of you. Woo, ho, chill, acting like you put the chrome barrel to my bone marrow. Gunner, bitch, you ain't a bow and arrow. Say you'll run up on me like a phone bill, spraying lead, brrrt, playing dead. That's the only time you hold still. Hold up. Are you eating cereal or oatmeal? What the fuck's in the bowl? Milk, Wheaties, or Cheerios? Because I'm taking a shit in M, Kelly. I need reading material. Dictionary. Yo, Slim, your last 4 albums sucked. Go back to recovery. Oh, shoot, that was 3 albums ago. What do you know? Oops. Know your facts before you come at me, little goof. Luxury? Oh, you broke, bitch? Yeah, I had enough money in '02 to burn in front of you, ho. Younger me? No, you're the whack me. It's funny, but so true. I'm gonna leave it at that. MGK. Stop. Put up your white flag, wave it in the air, call a truce, you're done. Stick a fork in it, it's done. Go at somebody else. Go at one of these mumble rappers, for Christ's sake. Go at somebody that... Go at Future, okay? Talk about how Future can't even see his kid because Russell Wilson is now Future's baby's daddy. Pull that one out of the locker. Go at somebody else that will come back at you and you guys can relate. Sean, Kill Shot wasn't meant to be a great track. It was meant to be a diss. And if you go down the lyrics from front to back, beginning to end, the entire thing, keep going. I love it like McDonald's too, but I don't want to sit here and read all of Eminem's lines. I want people to go and listen to it for themselves. The entire thing, front to end, is a diss, 100%. MGK's diss on Eminem, it talked about him a little bit, but it wasn't. Let me see if I can find the lyrics. There it is. Rap Devil. He said, hey, somebody grab him some clippers. His fucking beard is weird. Talking tough talk from a rapper paying millions for security a year. I think my dad's gone crazy. Yeah, Haley, you're right. Dad's always mad cooped up in the studio yelling at the mic. You're sober and bored, huh? I know. About to be 46-year-old, dog. Talking about I'm gonna call up Trick. Man, you sound like a bitch. Man up and handle your shit. Mad about something I said in 2012? Took you 6 years and a surprise album just to come with a diss. Homie, we get it. We know that you're the greatest rapper alive. Fucking dweeb, all you do is read the dictionary and stay inside. Fuck rap god, I'm the rap devil. Coming barefaced with a black shovel. Like the Armageddon when the smoke settle. His body next to this instrumental. I'm saying. I'm sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. I'm sick of you being rich and you still mad. Let's talk about it. Both of us single dads from the Midwest, we can talk about it. Or we can get gully, I'll size up your body and put some white chalk around it. No, you won't, MGK. No, you won't. It is definitely the best battle beef we have these days. Absolutely the best battle beef. Because any other battle beef we have today is irrelevant. I mean, what other rappers are going at other rappers? And Do they make any sense? Because now when I hear modern day rappers, all I hear is mumble, 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 mumble. Yeah, brat, yeah, brat, yeah, mumble, 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 mumble. So at least we can understand MGK and Eminem. So I appreciate that. Hello, Marshall. My name's Colson. You should go back to recovery. I know your ego is hurting just knowing that all your fans discovered me. Hi. He like, damn, he a younger me. Except he dresses better and I'm ugly, always making fun of me. Stop all the thuggery, Marshall. You're living in luxury. Look what you done to me. Dropped an album just because of me? Damn, you in love with me. You got money, but I'm hungry. I like the diss, but you won't say those lyrics out in front of me. Shout out to every rapper that's under me. Know that I'll never do you like this fuckery. Still bitter after everyone loves you. Pull that wedgie out of your dungarees. I got respect for the OGs, and I know most of them personally. But you're just a bully acting like a baby, so I gotta read you a nursery. I'm the ghost of the future, and you're just Ebenezer Scrooge. I said on Flex, anyone could get it. I ain't know it would be you. So he was on Funkmaster Flex and basically put it out, anyone can come at me and anybody will get served. You're not serving anything worthy, Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, far too simple. That's what I was trying to say. Like these 1 and 2 syllable words, he's so simple-minded, and like pull the wedgie out your dungarees. That to me, that's something that's elementary. Elementary, dear Watson. Elementary. We know you get nervous, Rabbit. I see Mom Spaghetti all over your sweater. I wish you would lose yourself on the record that you made a decade ago. They were better. According to them, you're a national treasure. To me, you're as soft as a feather. The type to be scared to ask Rihanna for her number. Just hold her umbrella, Ella, Ella. I'm not afraid. Okay, Oscar the Grouch, chill on the couch. You got an Oscar. Damn, can anyone else get some food in their mouth? They made a movie about you. You're in everybody's top 10. You're not getting better with time. It's fine, Eminem. Put down the pen. Or write an apology about the simple fact you had to write up a diss to acknowledge me. I am the prodigy. How could I even look up to you? You ain't as tall as me. 5'8" and I'm 6'4". 7 punches will hold your head still. Last time you saw 8 Mile was on a treadmill. You were named after a candy. I was named after a gangster. And don't be a sucker and take my first verse off Yellow Wolf's album. Thank you. Nobody cares about your first verse on Yellow Wolf's album. Nobody. Maybe, okay, maybe. I don't know how to say this without offending anybody. Because I do know some people that are all about the whole slaughterhouse thing. Slumerican, I know numerous people involved in Slumerican, so I don't want to say anything bad about Slumerican because I respect him. Machine Gun Kelly trying to bring Yellow Wolf's name into his beef like Yellow Wolf's got your back. That's stupid. Absolutely stupid. I just want to feed my daughter. You try to stop the money to support her. You're the one always talk about the action. Text me the addy. I'm pulling up Scrappy, and I'm by fucking myself. What's happening? A beef is one thing. Quit trying to keep making it physical. Because even if you and Eminem were in the same room at the same place, you probably wouldn't get close enough to touch him. Machine Gun Kelly. The whole thing is just whack on Machine Gun Kelly's side. And as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, knowing him, he'll get to a point where he'll stop responding because he's moved on, because you are that irrelevant. So you can keep putting out songs that try to go at Eminem, but really all you're doing is appeasing your own fans. You're not growing your fan base any bigger than it already is. So, pull the plug. You're done. Done. Who's still here? I want to give some shout outs. I'm done talking about this. Sean, Dusai Ray 1979. Dusai Ray 1979. Make sure you follow him. He's also one of the founders of Funk Shop TV. Without him, I wouldn't be sitting here bullshitting the way I am. Shout out to Amaya0106, Apricot Droop Fruit, Commander Root, Get Down and Lay Down 77, Cat 53086. I'm assuming that is Katie. She's the one that personally asked me to do this because she knows that I've got a personal relationship with, well, I can't say I have a personal relationship with Eminem because I can't call him, but we've definitely been in the same room a few times and talked about the hip-hop industry. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Anybody else? Oh, Skinny Seahorse, the old mom. The old mom is my mom. So thanks for watching and supporting. You are my biggest support, and I appreciate it and love it. And Tina122305. Sounds like, yes. Mom, my mom says, sounds like D. Trump. Comparing MGK to Donald Trump. Yes. Schoolyard lyrics that are corny, trying to puff his chest out, but he doesn't have the balls to back it up. Oh, Dad. Hi, Dad. My other biggest support. Obviously, without my mom and dad, I couldn't physically be here today. My parents are the greatest. So I'm really, that's all I have to say about that. Sean, I wish you were here. Next time you get some free time, bro, come on over. Let's talk about who our favorite rappers of all time are. I'm down for that. I will be back later tonight, and I will talk some football. We're going to talk about who's hot and who's not, so you can get your fantasy picks ready for next week. I'll talk a little bit about the Seahawks, but I'm not going to go into any beef stuff because I am just tired of beef, period. Tired of negativity. And I will be scrolling down my Facebook wall and talking about whatever pops up. Like, let's do a quick scroll right now. Let's see what happens. Dun, 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 dun. Looking for the very first news article that's been shared. Here's a tweet by the real Donald Trump. Thank you, Arizona. Beautiful turnout of 15,000 in Phoenix tonight. Full coverage of a rally via my Facebook at facebook.com/whatever Donald Trump's Facebook has. At _unsilent_ called them out and said capacity for the event space was 4,200 people. At final count, 4,169 people attended. Courtesy Phoenix Fire Department. So beautiful turnout of 15,000 turned into 4,000. So when it benefits him, the numbers are always much, much bigger. Much great bigger. Much great, great bigger, bigger. Hi, Stephanie. But when the numbers are against him, they're a lot smaller, like the death count in Puerto Rico due to the hurricane. What else? Scrolling. I know you're getting bored right now, but I'm just looking for some stuff to talk about. Maybe I will import some news articles for you guys to watch later. Speaking of mom and dad, did you tune into the last episode when I played the Sacha Baron Cohen's clip from Who is America? When he had Joe Arpaio admit that he would perform oral sex on Donald Trump. I thought that was classic. I think that's it for now. I'm going to have to go and collect my thoughts and regroup my head, get out of Eminem versus MGK beef mode, and figure out what I want to talk about when I come back. So, Sean, I'm going live again tonight. You're more than welcome to come and join me so I have a reason to switch cameras and play with some funny stuff. Until then, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Make sure you go watch the older episodes of Funk Shop TV, Season 1 and Season 2, and most of Season 3 is on there so far. We are in Season 3 now. www.youtube.com/Funk Shop TV. If you're on a computer, you can scroll this screen up a little bit, and all the links are down below. Feel free to give us some donations so we can buy some more equipment so we can always make our show better for you. And if not, follow us at least. If you have Amazon Prime, link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch and subscribe to us so that way we'll get a little bit of revenue from that. And until next time, be good to yourself, be good to each other, and go Hawks. I'm still going to say it. Love you guys. I'm out.